I wanted to talk about Tammy today for three reasons. The first reason is simply I love Melissa McCarthy. Everything she's in is at least good. Most things she's in are exquisite. Second reason is that I thoroughly enjoyed this film when I watched it. The third reason is that I find it pretty unmemorable, which is weird because I did thoroughly enjoy it. So this film was released in 2014, directed by Ben Falcone, written by Falcone and Melissa McCarthy. And the first thing that strikes me when I'm looking at the IMDb page is the fact that this has a rating of 4.9 out of 10. And that's across 47,000 reviews or ratings. And that's shocking for a Melissa McCarthy film. That is really quite a low rating. But again, why should I be surprised when I can't really... This film's really unmemorable. The description from IMDb. After getting fired and finding out her husband is cheating, Tammy hits the road with her profane alcoholic grandmother. And we have a brilliant cast here. We have McCarthy, Susan Sarandon, Kathy Bates, Dan Aykroyd, quite a few other people as well. And really, it's got all of the makeup for being an absolutely fantastic film. Apart from one aspect, I don't like road trip films. I don't like films that are set predominantly in a car. I just find them really boring. But when you put Melissa McCarthy in that, I kind of allow myself to ignore the fact that we're spending a lot of time on a road trip. Because she's brilliant. So for me, the plot, the narrative structure, I thought, well, that's going to be alright. But it was actually better than I expected in terms of this road trip, because they find themselves in some pretty funny situations, and the dynamic between Tammy and her grandmother is quite fascinating, at least, and often the source of a lot of amusement. The acting is really good. I thought the casting was spot on. There was no point where I thought the casting was kind of out of touch with what the film should be doing. The narrative development was perfectly fine, and it was funny. It wasn't the most hilarious film I've ever seen. By no stretch is it McCarthy's funniest film. She has so many better films than this. But it was nice. I had a little chuckle. And I think nice, as much as, writers are often told never use the word nice, nice is the perfect adjective for Tammy. It is nice. It is not a great film. It is not a hysterical film. It's not an intense film. It won't keep you on the edge of your seat. It's a cute little popcorn film. And there are some things along the way that happen that you wouldn't expect to happen, so it does keep you on your toes quite a bit. But in terms of being, stomach-laughing funny, it just doesn't cut it. And that's what confuses me about this. I remember really enjoying this when watching it. But on reflection, I'm like, well, really, what about it did I find really enjoyable? And I think for me, that's why I still can't make up my mind about how much I liked this film or not. Because what's more important? How much you enjoy a film at the time, or the quality of the film on reflection? I'd like to think it's how much you enjoyed the film at the time, but then maybe hindsight is more valuable. It's difficult. If you've seen it, I really, really would love to know what you think of this film and whether you're on the fence or if you actually have a really strong opinion. Also, let me know your favourite McCarthy film. Mine isn't Tammy, but I would still say give Tammy a watch. It is good, not great, and I really want to know what you think of it.